Hey there, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. I thought we could hang out while I cook dinner because I don't know about you, but the weekend got away from me. I feel like I'm like, what just happened? Where did the weekend go? Can you tell my voice is a little hoarse? So today is the Chicago Marathon. I am a huge fan of the Chicago Marathon. I ran it 3 times. You know, I'm not a runner. I'm not a runner in that, like, I love to run. And I, at certain points in my life, when I was 29, I decided I wanted to do a marathon as I was turning 30 because I wanted to make sure that I kept my body in shape enough. Not that you had to run the marathon and crush it and the great time. That wasn't for me. I wanted to be in shape enough to be able to do it, to run it, to jog it, walk it if I had to, right? It's 26 miles, whatever. But I felt that you should be able to get up, walk out the door. Woo! Must be some people looking at the Halloween decorations. But you should be able to walk out the door and be able to run, walk, do a marathon. You know, that's your 29-year-old brain. Oh, I remember the first time I didn't know what a marathon was. Like I didn't live in that world in my childhood or 20s. And I remember that when I first moved to Chicago, I had a friend, Chris, that was running the marathon. And so we decided to go and support her. And I cringe thinking of this today because I was a cigarette smoker at the time. Yes, I used to smoke cigarettes, did drugs, drank alcohol, all over the course of, life. But I went to support her and I was downtown following the marathon around, but I was drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes on the sidelines and eating donuts. It was rather counter to how inspiring and positive the marathon is. Anyways, watching my friend that day, and the Chicago Marathon goes through all the different neighborhoods because it's 26 miles, right? And so it's really cool. Every neighborhood comes out. The boys in Boys Town come out in drag and put on shows, and Chinatown really comes out for it. And this year, of course, being COVID, a little different, but God, that energy was awesome. So the other thing I remember, the year I decided to run the marathon when I turned 29, it was my first thing, and it was a big deal. It's a very huge commitment, and you have to focus, and you have to really put a lot of energy into this. And I remember my dad came out. I met a father when I was getting coffee, who was very excitedly there to support his daughter, and he was there with his other daughter, and he was just over the moon, and he had actually traveled from North Carolina here specifically just to cheer her on. And it reminded me of when I did my first marathon, and my dad got in a vehicle and drove from upstate New York 12 hours to cheer me on, and he followed me around in the marathon, cheered me on, and then he left because we still didn't know how to communicate at that time. But he's always been incredibly supportive in his way, and it was really cool, and that reminded me of it today. Anyways, I have a friend, Eileen. I don't know if I have ever told you about her. God, she's a badass. She is now former Marine, but not former reserves, right? Eileen, I know I'm getting this wrong, but all I know is she's a Marine that flies helicopters. That's what she did in her former life. And she's just one of those people too that like, God, she's just bred American. I mean, she believes, she believes in our institutions, and she believes in a clear set of rights and wrongs and things. She's a lovely, lovely woman, a really awesome friend. And she was running the marathon today, as she raised her hand and ran it for charity fundraising for Gilda's group. And if you remember, we've talked about this before. Gilda's is a cancer support group, nonprofit here in Chicago and New York and California, other places. Anyways, it's an amazing nonprofit that creates tons of activities, whether it be writing or art therapy or physical therapy or yoga or support groups for those of us living with cancer and struggling with cancer. So she raised her hand to run the Chicago Marathon as a fundraiser in honor of me for this group, which has been a lifesaver for me. So it was really, it was a really awesome thing that she chose to do. And I was absolutely thrilled, because in actuality, she raised her hand to run the marathon last year. COVID happened, no marathon. So this year she's running it, and I'm a lot healthier than I was last year. If she had ran it, if life had been normal, I don't know if I would have gone out to been able to cheer her on. But today I was able to I took some fold-out chairs with a friend, some coffee, brought a little speaker, so we played inspirational music, and just cheered, sat on the sidelines for a couple of hours, saw my friend Eileen and another friend, Tawny, who was running the race, and just spending the morning strong enough to decide that, like, I'm gonna jump on a train, first of all, to go through the anxiety of COVID, just because we've been so strict, right? I didn't fight this hard to be taken down by COVID. But whatever, we got on the train, and that's emotional for me, because we haven't done much CTA. And if you remember, walking up the CTA train stairs, for all of you that are not from Chicago, the particular train that I'm talking about is an above ground train, and so you have to walk up this huge flight of stairs, and I have PTSD from that, to be honest. Like, it all of a sudden, it reminds me of when I couldn't make it up those stairs, and it was so scary. But today was not that day. Today, I crushed it. I walked up those stairs, got on the train, I went downtown, and then I was able to walk around a bit and like just be part of it, and for hours. It was really great. It was awesome. And I needed it, to be honest. As you know, I got my last set of MRIs and CT scans done on Friday, and I get the results tomorrow. I have an appointment for my two-year brand new liver, my surgeries. That's the anniversary coming up, so I'm meeting with my doctor tomorrow. We're going to review all those scans. And I gotta be honest, I'm very anxious. I've been anxious for a little bit, because I have a lot of pain in this area. Lots of pain. It's not going away, and so it has me very anxious and very scared. And I'm trying to tell myself that I don't want to engage in that anxiety. I don't want to think about what this potentially could be and lose my afternoon to something that I don't have the information for. I don't have information. So therefore, that's what I'm telling myself. But as you can see, I ran around chasing a marathon today, and now I'm cooking dinner, and soon I'm gonna do a few other things outside and hopefully work through my body anxiety. It's gonna be okay. I don't want to start that conversation yet. I don't want to start that conversation yet of just a little bit longer of just stable, you know. But I'm making Brussels sprouts, roasted Brussels sprouts, which I'm going to toss in a vinaigrette, and then toss, as soon as it comes out of the oven, I'm going to toss it with some diced apples, because I don't want to cook the apples, but I want them to be a little bit heated up, and then some dino kale, which I'm going to thinly shred, the old school dino kale, right? Add that to it, so it'll kind of be like a room temperature salad by the time I'm done. Some shallots and garlic and stuff. Yeah. Right here, right now. I'm okay. I'm enjoying a lovely evening with some music, some candles, cooking dinner, because I'm healthy, I'm okay. And whatever comes tomorrow comes, and I'll be okay. That's what we have to tell ourselves, right? Okay. Well, thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna let you go because now I need to actually get to town on this, or my wife is gonna be very hungry. Okay, thanks for hanging out.